This is this is the background, the objectives of my study. First, explore how storytelling shapes the social emotional development of kindergarten pupils in the Loon District's Bohol. Determine the ways where storytelling enhance the social emotional development of kindergarten children in the Loon districts. Understand the influence of local cultural stories and storytelling tradition to the emotional and social skills of young learners in this community. Lastly, identify the challenges of kindergarten teacher in using storytelling to promote social emotional learning in the districts. So let's go to the theoretical underpinnings. This study is anchored by Vygotsky's socio-cultural theory, which emphasizes the role of social interaction and cultural tools in shaping a child's learning and development. He believed that children learn best when they interact with others, especially adults or more knowledgeable peers within their zone of proximal development. The gaps between what they can do independently and what they can achieve with guidance, according to Vygotsky in 1978. So storytelling serves as an ideal tool with this framework because it allows children to engage with stories under the guidance of a teacher, helping them grasp complex social and emotional concepts that might otherwise be beyond their reach. The interaction nature of storytelling, such as asking questions or discussing the story afterwards, aligns with Vygotsky's ideas of socially mediated learning, where children actively construct knowledge through communication and reflection. Such story not only teach universal social emotional lessons, but also connect children to their cultural heritage, making the learning process both impactful and enjoyable. So let's go to Danielle Goleman's emotional intelligence theory highlights the importance of understanding and managing emotions, empathy, and social skill as a factor in personal and interpersonal success, according to Goleman in 1995. So storytelling plays a vital role in fostering these skills by exposing children to characters and scenarios that mirror real life emotions and challenges. When children listen to a story, they practice identifying emotions in characters and understanding why those emotions occur. For instance, a story about a child who feels lonely and later finds comfort in making friends can help kindergartens learn to recognize loneliness and the value of connection. With this, teachers can guide children to connect the characters' experiences with their own, fostering emotion awareness and empathy. So next, theory of multiple intelligences posits that individuals have diverse ways of learning and expressing themselves, including linguistic, interpersonal, and intrapersonal intelligences, according to Garner in 1983. So, children with strong linguistic intelligence benefits from listening to and telling stories as it helps them process language and express their thoughts more effectively. So interpersonal intelligence is nurtured as a children discuss characters, emotions, and actions, while intrapersonal intelligence grows through reflection on how the story relates to their own experiences. So these interactions help children build empathy and self-awareness, which are critical components of socio-emotional growth. So constructivist learning. So theory emphasizes that children actively construct knowledge through hands-on experiences and interaction with their environment, according to Piaget in 1936. So through stories, Children encounter challenges and dilemmas faced by character, prompting them to think critically and draw connection to their own lives through participating in the discussion or role playing or even creating their own stories rather than passively listening. These activities not only deepen their understanding of social emotional concept but also empower them to apply this lesson in a real life situation, fostering growth and resilience. Method. A qualitative research method was utilized to comprehensively examine the role of storytelling in fostering the social emotional development of kindergarten learners in the Loon district of Bohol. So the data was analyzed through thematic analysis, which allows for the systematic identification, organization, and interpretation of recurring patterns and themes emerging from participants' experiences. So this approach ensures that insights are drawn from the authentic narratives of teachers and parents, highlighting the cultural and environmental factor that shape district's unique educational context. So let's go to the results and the discussion. Question number one: how does storytelling in kindergarten classroom contribute to the social emotional development of the children? So findings reveal that storytelling is a powerful pedagogical tool for promoting emotional expression, empathy, and self-awareness among kindergarten learners. So children who engage in storytelling activities became more emotional expressive, confident, and reflective. Stories like Ang Pamilya ni Tatay Tomas enable them to connect narrative content with their personal experiences, fostering deeper emotional understanding. So question number two: in what ways does storytelling enhance the social emotional development of kindergarten children in Loon district? So based on the observations and interviews, storytelling sessions that included culturally relevant narratives significant enhanced learners' emotional and social engagement. So the use of local language and relatable situations help students build connections with story characters and settings. So the stories such as Act of Kindness serve as a springboards for children to explore empathy, gratitude, and real life application of positive behavior. So emergent theme, the cultural character enhances engagement, storytelling as a bridge between home and school. So teachers and parents noted improvement in the children, cooperation, respect for others, and social interaction. The practice of extending storytelling into the home further reinforce its effects and creating a strong school-home connection that enrich social emotional learning. So number three question: what specific social emotional skills are promoted through storytelling in the kindergarten setting? So the data from both classroom and home settings indicated that storytelling develops a range of essential social emotional skills, including empathy, emotional regulation, perspective taking, cooperation, and confidence. So learners actively practice expressing feelings, taking others' perspectives, and applying coping strategies demonstrated by story characters. So emergent theme, empathy and perspective taking, emotional regulation, and self-control. So these skills were reinforced through teachers facilitated role playing, guided questions, and emotionally focused stories. So Castles in 2020, social emotional learning framework and studies by Nico Lupolo and Denham support the idea that narrative experiences a crucial in helping children manage emotions and relate effectively with others. Number 4 question. How do culturally relevant stories influence the emotional and social development of kindergarten children in the Loon district? So, culturally grounded stories were found to be highly effective in facilitating emotional connection, participation, and social understanding. So, children responded more positively and became more expressive when stories reflected their local customs, language, and community life. So, emergent theme, cultural familiarity, strengthen emotional connect, local stories enhance identity and belongings. So this finding aligns with the principles of culturally responsive by pedagogy, Gay Ladson Billing in 1995, which assert that learners are more motivated and emotionally engaged when instructional materials reflect their cultural backgrounds. In the Loon districts, such stories help strengthen children's social identity and moral development. Number 5 question. What challenges do kindergarten teachers face in using storytelling to promote social emotional learning in Loon district? So despite of its benefits, teachers face several challenges in integrating storytelling into their daily construction. So these included limited access to culturally appropriate and visually engaging story materials. So time constraint due to academic demands and difficulties in sustaining young learners' attention. So emergent theme, the limited resources and time constraints. So these issues highlight systematic gaps that needs to be addressed through institutional support, provision, and materials, and professional development. So as emphasized by Newman and Celano and Zen's equitable access to quality early learning tools and integration of social emotional learning into curricula are crucial for minimizing storytelling's impact. So let's go to the number 6 question. How do the perceptions of teachers and parents align regarding the role of storytelling in develop social emotional competencies in young children? So the study found strong alignment between teachers and parents regarding the value of storytelling in supporting social emotional development. So both groups observed similar benefits such as increased emotion expressiveness, empathy, and cooperative behavior among children. So there was a shared interest in enhancing collaboration between home and school. So emergent theme, shared recognition of storytelling's benefits. So this consensus reflects the potential for the community-based approach to socio-emotional learning through storytelling. So the findings resonate with research by Sheridan and Relays in 2013, which underscore the importance of parent-teacher partnerships in enrichment children's developmental experiences. So let's go to the thematic insights and implication. Emergent theme. So emotional resonance. So culturally familiarity deepens emotional engagement and comprehension. So number 2, modeling positive behavior. Children imitate characters, reinforce social emotional learning concept. Number 3, creative engagement, props, role play, and visual enhance emotional participation and attention. Number 4, community-centered learning, integration of local values and tradition and languages strengthens both social emotional learning and identity formation. So thematic insights and implications. So implications for teaching and learning. Number 1, teachers should continue using storytelling as a central strategy for holistic development. Number 2, storytelling support DepEd's K-12 emphasis on values education and aligns with UNESCO's socio-emotional learning framework. Number 3, a culturally responsive approach should be standardized in early childhood curriculum. And last, investment in local story development, teacher training, and parent engagement program are recommended. My conclusion. This study confirms storytelling as a culturally responsive pedagogical tools that effectively enhances social emotional development in kindergarten learners in the Loon districts. It promotes emotional expression, empathy, identity, identity formation, and skill like emotional regulation, perspective taking, and cooperation through culturally relevant narratives. So parental collaboration reinforces these outcomes at home despite implementation challenges, limited resources, time constraints, and educator training needs. Teachers and parents strongly support storytelling's role in social emotional learning. So the findings emphasize institutionalizing storytelling in early childhood curricula, prioritizing cultural relevance and parental involvement to equip children with essential lifelong emotional and social skills. So these are my recommendations. So based on the foregoing conclusions, the following recommendations are offered. One, information dissemination of this research will be conducted. Number two, integrate the storytelling into the daily kindergarten curriculum. Schools should officially incorporate storytelling as a structured part of daily lesson to promote emotional expression and social learning consistently. Number three, develop and distribute culturally relevant storybooks in local languages. Create or source storybooks based on the local folklore and everyday experiences of children in the Loon districts to increase relatability and engagement. Number four, provide training for the teachers on storytelling strategies and social emotional learning integration. Conduct regular workshops to equip teachers with creative storytelling techniques and approaches to embed social emotional learning in stories. Five, establish a storytelling resource hub in every school. Build a small library or mobile storytelling corner equipped with visual aid, puppets, and printed materials to support engaging and interactive sessions. Number six of recommendation, encourage parental involvement through take-home storytelling activities. Teachers can send home suggested stories and reflection questions so parents can reinforce the same social emotional lesson at home. Seven, design school-home collaborative storytelling events. Organize storytelling festivals or family storytelling days where parents and children co-narrate or act out stories to strengthen bonds and shared values. 8. Allocate dedicated time to post story, reflections, and follow-up activities. Follow each storytelling session with child lead discussions, drawing, or role plays to reinforce emotional lesson and encourage self-expression. 9. Include storytelling as a part of teacher performance appraisal. The child development tracking monitor how teachers apply storytelling and assesses emotional and social progress through qualitative indicator. 9. Invest digital storytelling tools and multimedia resources. Utilize digital platforms, animated videos, or interactive storytelling apps to modernize delivery and appeal to tech-savvy learners. Advocate for policy support on storytelling for SEL in early education. Encourage the ed and local education units to create guidelines or policies that formally recognize storytelling as an social emotional learning enhancing approach in kindergarten programs. So the impact of my study, the study would demonstrate storytelling's transformative power in the fostering cognitive, emotional, social, and linguistic development in young learners. My references are listed on this slide. That's all for my discussion. Thank you for listening. I hope it was clear and easy to follow. And God bless everyone. Thank you.